Hello, it's 21 to 31 o'clock and I just went out of the computer. First time today. Anyway, I would like to say that I've recovered, but I haven't recovered enough for me to be completely satisfied with. But I've pretty much recovered. It's like that Yuri Yuri Season 3 Episode 10 when Kyoko says, what does she say? I was just on it a few seconds ago. On Crunchyroll even, because I wanted to see if the subtitles were different on Crunchyroll, because I was watching it on Crunchyroll back in 2015. But she said Kyoko has recovered. Or something like that. Kyoko-chan, Fukatsu. Yeah. And well, actually, okay, let me go back. I just closed the window, but there's something Chinatsu says just a few seconds later. You've recovered completely, Chinatsu says. Let me go on animedao.com and see what the subtitles are there. Like, I'm being very nitpicky right now. Pedantic. I'm trying to make some point here. You've recovered completely. So, I know, I mean, they may have changed the subtitles on Crunchyroll. Oh, although Digi says they never do. Anyway, what I was trying to say, or rather, the point is that for many years since 2015, that line was stuck in my head as something like Toshino Kyoko has fully recovered, is how I remembered it. So that was just in my head randomly for a long time. Anyway, on October, so on October 2nd, which was a Friday, it was the week before I got sick. And also, by the way, I took the test. The result showed that I don't have coronavirus. I didn't have coronavirus. On October 2nd, I made tremendous progress in math class. And I was also reminded that I fear death. I don't know, it popped into my head again. I remember also having these thoughts about death. I don't know if this was coincidental. It was when I was 14 years old, the summer of 2018. It was right after I'd finished watching Shinseki Evangelion, my favorite anime. There was that night, it was like around 2 o'clock. I finished watching episode 26. And then I went to sleep. And I was thinking about it. So then on October 11th, now I'm back in 2020, it it hit me around it. It hit me harder than ever before. Losing, being, upon death, being unconscious forever is scary for some reason. I'm not feeling it right now, but I was feeling it in my body, a horrible feeling. It's scary for some reason, and like I said, I'm repeating myself now. I'm not feeling it right now. Not really, but maybe it's kind of looming over me. It has been looming over me for the past six days. But eternal life is not a solution either, because it doesn't feel good. It's going to... yeah, it's not good. It doesn't feel good, eternal life. Like this guy in the comment section of Digine's video. I don't know if I should call her Digine anymore, because, well, other people have noticed this too. She's kind of been removing that name from a lot of places and just making it be Digi. Digine is still on my enemy list. On Twitter right now, it's Denpa Digi. Denpa. It's there's this thing called Denpa Mob, created by Not Thank You Music, or No Thank You Music, I mean. And Bird Stork is their cook. What the hell? Did in his video titled "You Do Not Have Time." Well, this video is so not low resolution because I forgot to put it back, I think. Oh, never mind, I didn't. Right, because I think oh yeah, because I recorded something with a webcam. And so I figured 640 by 360 was a good resolution for that. So Labe Dinkin said, "You think it's true? You think it isn't true?" Someone said, there are so much things to do. By the way, there are so much anime out there for like 10 lives or so. Labe Dinkin said, "You think it isn't true, but it is. Living any existence for too long would become hell. It's inevitable. No amount of fucking anime is going to entertain you for eternity." So what I'm saying is, there's no solution. It's just that I am alive, which is the problem. There's no desirable outcome. It's just anxiety over how it is. And I don't know how to solve that. I'm not sure how to solve that. I hope it is possible to solve that, because when I read about people who are way older than me who haven't solved it, it makes me worried that there is no solution. But I sure hope there is a solution. And for some reason it makes me not want to do things. I can explain some things. Or maybe I am fine, but you know, I feel like I have to spend time with this existential problem to solve it, because I want to solve it as soon as possible. I don't know if that is possible. I also want to solve it as soon as possible because I don't think I have enough time. Well, you know, because I just want it off of my shoulders. So I can go back to how it used to be. I don't know if I ever can. Speaking of how it used to be, I used to watch a lot of Filthy Frank. And in his 100 life hacks video, he wouldn't copyright strike me, would he? Filthy Frank? No way, right? Well, there is the music, which is, well, the music actually in this it uses in this video is from the Japanese TV show Taiyo ni Hoiro. I've wanted to watch it. I did watch it a little bit in 2019. It was like circa April of 2019. I watched a bit of it, like without any subtitles, because I figured if I do that enough, I'll become proficient in Japanese, which I still believe. It's just that I can't get myself to do it. But it has a good theme song. That's the point. And I found just like some stray episode of it on Daily Motion. You know, it's not like you can have the whole series. Nah, so I found like one of the episode 190 or something. Oh, here it is. I clicked on a random bookmark folder here, of which I have 100. But I knew it was pretty recent here. Other bookmarks number 113 here, right at the top. Taiyo ni Hoiro, episode 190. Did I say 190? Because if so, that's pretty amazing. That I remembered the exact episode number. I remember it was they're in some fucking restaurant here, and some stuff happens. And then they're discussing it. And there's also some Mona Lisa puzzle. Or jigsaw, as they're called they're called jigsaw puzzles in English. I have trouble remembering that term, jigsaw puzzle. I've been reminded that they're called that because I have been subscribed to Gary and Riva. You know, Gary and Riva, I've been watching a lot of Gary and Riva Pokesins. But he uploads on his YouTube channel. He's been doing live streams. And in these live streams he has been literally doing jigsaws. Just jigsaws of, like, you know, his favorite anime character. Or, his favorite Overwatch character. And this huge thing with whatever this is. It's like a bunch of floors. A bunch of rooms. With a bunch of characters. Yeah, they don't have a name in Swedish. They're just called puzzles in Swedish. They're not jigsaws, they're puzzles.
prank, bro. It's just a prank.
Are you afraid of death and eternal darkness? Well, good news! You can choose to believe in an afterlife. Oh, yeah!
If I'm gonna talk seriously about that for a second, I don't even know how religious people can even... How does an afterlife even solve anything? I don't know how they imagine it to be. You know, if you look at the Quran and how the afterlife is described, it's as if it's just like this life. And if it's just like this life, then there's no solution. That's not a solution. I already told you. Eternal life, that's not a solution. It becomes hell. No amount of anime is gonna keep you entertained in the afterlife. Is it magically supposed to be solve a solution somehow? Anything is possible in this fictional narrative. This fairy tale. Although you could say I fall for a fairy tale with Buddhism. I try to be reasonable though. And I don't know how I'm supposed to know what's real and what isn't. I just I mean, you know, I cherry pick, and I think my cherry picking is good. And I'm open-minded to the reasonable ideas. I don't think that's... Well, yeah, I'm not really falling for it. Not at all at the same... To the same extent. I wouldn't think. Yeah, it's got to be different in some way. You know, I'm talking about the Abrahamic afterlife. Just whatever, whatever. like, let's say I do solve this. Even then, I don't like. Rather, I mean, how can I say this? Never mind my hypothetical, let's just say it like this. Knowing that death is arriving makes me unable to appreciate my life, I guess. Or maybe I just wasn't able to appreciate my life anyway, for some reason. I don't know, it all just feels quite empty nowadays, but not enough for the psychologist to diagnose me. So I have to wonder, am I just imagining things? Well, I suppose diagnosis doesn't mean that you're not, doesn't mean you are okay. Maybe just not extremely not okay. Like, I mean, it just doesn't feel to me like I'm enjoying this all that much. Am I just imagining that, though? Am I actually enjoying it tremendously? I don't know. I don't quite think this is right. There's something wrong. I mean, I don't feel happy enough. And whatever that is, yeah, maybe that's a problem with me. Being unsatisfied with the way things are. You know, I was talking in one of these previous videos about where is it? Why is it gone? I bookmarked it. Didn't I? Is it all the way back here? It's all the way back here. You know. Like, you know, they say there is only one source of happiness and it's nothing outside of you. Well, if that's the thing, maybe I just haven't quite, I'm just not quite in tune with that true happiness within me at all times. Maybe that's what I'm not in tune with. On October 11th, actually I think this was October 12th. Well, why do I think that? No, no. Well, yeah, I think it was October 12th, actually. I got around to watching that Miyazaki film I've been thinking about watching, which is oh, it's actually it's apparently coquelicot is a French word which is pronounced coquelicot. 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 I can't do this IPA shit. There's like a O and then a O. If there's like some slight difference between those. From a similarity to a rooster's crest is the etymology. It's a variant of cocorico. Coquelicot. 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 Cocorico. Weird spelling in the French one, yeah. Anyway, Cocorico Zarak. Cocorico Zarak. Cocorico Zakakara is what it's called in Japanese. English title From Up on Poppy Hill. And while I was yeah, October 12th, and while I was watching it I was just thinking, how can you just live like this, like seemingly carefreely without like worrying about when you die, your consciousness will cease forever, never to be awoken again. Awakened. Awoken. Man, those awake words are confusing in English. Never to be woken. Awoken. No. Well, yeah, wake and awake mean the same thing. Well, no it doesn't, because every example uses the term wake up. And awaken is a word too. This is so annoying. This is so much worse than the lie, lay, lane, lay, delayed. That shit's easy. This is not easy. I mean, the thing is this... Well, still, this is not easy. Yeah, so I didn't even know what to say. Well, so I was just thinking about that when I was watching the film. I mean, it wasn't good. I loved the art. It was like the best looking anime I've ever seen. Pretty much. Yeah, I'd say that. It was beautiful, visually. But that's about it, so I give it a 2 out of 10. It was certainly not what I was expecting, though. It did have a twist which I wasn't expecting, which was the them being related. But like I've been calling into question because of this. I don't know. I guess I just started to think about how, like, you know, this will end, and that makes me think, man, haven't I been wasting my time on things which I shouldn't have been spending time doing, like debating unreasonable people. And we're just debating in general, like, maybe there's just like, well, I don't do it so much. don't do it very much. But yeah, I do think I've kind of wasted my time. Kind of. Not really. But I don't want to waste my time in the future. If I have so little. And here's the thing. These YouTube videos. I've created so many YouTube videos. I mean, I don't know how I'm gonna estimate the length of all the videos. I've made about 1,600 videos. (1,600 videos. I don't know what the average length would be. Like, I could put it at 1 hour, and that would be too much, I think. But I do think it's pretty much, I mean, like, let's say half an hour per video. I mean, I don't know, like, I don't know how generous I should be. I mean, like, if each video is 10 minutes, which I think is too little. But I can't imagine it being less than that. So, like, at the minimum, let's say you spend, okay, so that's 266 hours then of video I've made. And let's say you spent 8 hours per day watching my videos, then it would take 33 days. And that isn't very much. But I don't think it's that little, I think it's a lot more actually. Let's say it's an hour per video. And I've been making so many long videos lately. If we say it's an hour per video, that means if you watch for 8 hours a day, 8 hours a day, that's a lot. So that would take 200 days. So and I mean, I haven't been planning to stop making videos, so it'll probably reach that amount. Like, it'll take that long to watch all my videos if it doesn't already. The point I'm making is that all these videos, like, they take too long to watch, that, like, it's unreasonable to think that I'll be watching them all in the future. So then it's like, what was even the point? I've made all this stuff, and yet I lose it all with death. And it's, no one else is going to appreciate it but me. And besides, I mean, can anyone appreciate it but me? And if I'm not appreciating it, what's the point? I mean, I guess I like making them, but I feel like that's, I mean, they're videos. I mean, it feels weird to be making all this stuff and then, like, I'm never gonna watch it again. I'm not gonna revisit it, even though I'm putting all this stuff on YouTube. So it's like, what is even the point? What is the point of making all these videos? Should I stop? Should I stop recording? Should I stop making videos? I mean, I guess it can be likened to a conversation, which don't have to be documented. And that's pretty much what live streams have been. And YouTube videos are the same, pretty much the same thing, except they are archived. It's, for some reason, it's the archiving aspect which unsettles me. Like, I've made all this stuff and then it all leaves me. So there was no point in making it. Maybe the point is that other people are gonna watch it, but even then, I mean, for me, that's also feels like an all or nothing thing. It's like, I mean, if they're not watching literally every video, what's the point? You know, they're not getting that full experience. Of what I've been putting out. There's a lot of stuff. Feels like just a few videos isn't enough. I have like an entire thing here. I have an entire story. And this is self-centered, I suppose. I think of other Let's Players. I mean, I've been doing this for a reason. I've just been copying others. Nintendo Capri Sun has thrice as many videos as me. He has 5,000 videos. Well, he certainly isn't planning on watching all his videos. That's not the point, I guess. But then what is the point? Is the point that some other people are gonna click on them? What other people are there? And like, which videos get clicked on and which ones don't? I mean, I guess the point is to cast a wide net. And there's some difference between them. Like, if you're really into, say,
How? Hello guys, this is...
if you're really into Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, but you're not at all into Final Fantasy VI, then you can watch Nintendo Capri Sun's Let's Play of Link's Awakening, but not Final Fantasy VI. And that's fine, I guess. But it kind of feels arbitrary too, because it's not like... I feel like it's not... I don't know how much the game really matters. I guess the game matters a lot. I guess if Nintendo Capri Sun made a Let's Play of Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels, I'd watch it. But instead, he's doing Steins Gate. Oh my god, he's playing the visual novel Steins Gate. I've watched this Steins Gate anime and I hated it. It was a 1 out of 10. See, that is like an example of waste of time. I mean, I guess I didn't really dislike it that much. I guess it's not really a waste of time. Well, I was really negative about it though. But like in hindsight, I don't even know if it was that bad. The problem is just that if other people love something, I'm begrudged. I'm watching it spitefully. How should I say this? I'm skeptical. I'm unavoidably just being like, oh, how can this be good? I mean, that's what I was like when I was watching The Godfather. And then my opinion flipped completely from a 1 out of 10 to a 10 out of 10. How did that happen? Because, you know, if other people love something, I'm gonna be like, oh, but this surely, you know, high expectations is what I have. And force myself to finish watching it. I really shouldn't have. I mean, I guess, I don't know. I don't know. But that's just those. I'm not gonna bother trying to.
Oh my god, that's so good. I like how it says the average human perceives 1%, but in the Japanese it said 99. Human bad.
I'm not gonna bother, you know, moralizing over me deciding to watch it. And my comment seems to be gone. No, I think he re-uploaded it. Maybe. It says the real part 1. So I don't know. What the hell? Someone here in the comments says, what happened with the channel? What does that mean? I was just trying to make the point that he's playing Super Mario Bros. 35, and Star Tropics, Dragon Quest XIS, Crystallis, Dragon Quest Builders, and I'm not interested in any of these games, which would explain why I'm not watching his videos. What the hell is this? He did a Zelda 1 randomizer again. So why didn't I watch that? I'm interested in that, am I? I liked his... He did a Zelda 1 randomizer before, and I loved it. Mostly because he goes on this, like... Because he becomes... kind of like... There's this... one really interesting moment in there where he... Now it's going to be impossible to find it. I need to make a playlist if no one else has. It seems like no one else has made a playlist for some reason. Delusions of Grandeur is how he describes it in the description. Because he couldn't progress in one of the dungeons, so he thought he had found like some glitch in the randomizer, and he thought that would make him famous. Not famous exactly, but notable, relatively notable. More than he is right now. He would gain credit. But it turned out he was just confused. And there was a way out. Or there was a solution, rather. I remember watching this on the airport on one of the Spain trips. We even took a train around the airport. And I was watching this on my phone. Well, I am just very busy with a bunch of stuff. Other than so, you know, I have a bunch of stuff. You know, there's Gary and Riva, Ginga EU Densetsu, which I've been watching more of lately. I could go over all the things I did when I had a cold. Like, you know, I watched a bit of Chubby Emu. And Ginga EU Densetsu, and I thought the scenery was amazing. I love the visuals of episode, what was it, episode 31? No, it was episode 20. There was episode 32. Episode 31 was really cool too, though. But episode 32, I really loved when Frederica and two other men were having a conversation at some table somewhere, at some restaurant. And like, there's this other man who's just standing there. I don't know what the hell he's doing. Or who he is, but you know, they're having this nice conversation at this table. And there's like, and you see the night, like the darkness of the night, and these all these buildings. It's very beautiful. And there's this fountain. Yeah, there's this fountain. It's tremendous. And okay, so lately I've been watching a lot of. So this was like 2 days ago. Pretty much exactly 2 days ago. I watched a lot of Dan Is Not on Fire. Remember Dan Is Not on Fire? Daniel Howell. I used to watch him in 2016. Man, now I'm thinking about stuff that I don't really want to talk about. Related to Daniel Howell. Yeah, I guess it's pretty inconsistent to be thinking like this, since it has been like this with a bunch of other things too. And I was a stupid 12-year-old. So stupid. I was 13, I guess. So fucking stupid. So stupid. I guess I can't be held accountable for what I did as a 12-year-old. Okay, so Daniel released this video in the summer of 2019 called Basically I'm Gay. I watched it and I didn't like it. I made this Terraria video that summer in which, and I've muted the audio. Well, that's only been for a while because I went on Anime DAO. Get to hear this nice black and white music. I didn't like the video. I made this video, this Terraria video talking about it, and I don't know, I mean, I was just emotional. I don't think I made any good points in that video. Because, I mean, I rewatched this Basically I'm Gay video a couple of days ago, and there wasn't really a problem with it. I mean, sure, there are parts which I dislike, which make me think, Daniel, you're so fucking disgusting. But, I mean, it's not like anything I actually object to. It's just emotional. I just dislike it on an emotional level, that's all. There's no, like... There's nothing for me to actually criticize in the video. It's just, especially in the past, I disliked listening to, you know, these politically correct people talking about stuff like, he even talked about, you know, climate change for a second, like made this joke about climate change, and I disliked hearing that stuff, especially when I was younger. But at this point it's like, well, I guess he's not wrong. I mean, I'll let it slide. He's not wrong. I might not like the way in which he talks about it, but that's because he's him and he's not me. I'm me, and I talk about things in a certain way. He's not me. I mean, no wonder that I would, you know, find him kind of repulsive, but that's just, I mean, what do you expect? Like, there's nothing for me to actually disagree with him on. I don't think, I'm trying to remember, I don't think there was anything I actually disagreed with in the video. Pretty much all of it is good. It's a good video. Although I do think about that also, you know, about how other people are different from me, and that repulses me. I'll connect that back to a thing I'm about to talk about. So, you know, obviously, like, you know, it's Phil, and they had a real connection, know what I'm saying? I remember, I mean, I read about some of that stuff when I was younger. When it was still, you know, it wasn't, he hadn't made this video yet by that point. I remember reading about some of it. But I went and researched this stuff a couple of days ago or so. And I researched it in way more detail. I learned about Dan and Phil's relationship more than I ever learned about it before. About for instance, the cherry thing. Yeah, the cherry thing, remember? Or, why am I saying remember? But I researched the stuff and I got a way deeper understanding of it. Pretty much, what I did was a good starting point is to Google Dan is not on fire 2000 Twitter, wait. Dan is not on fire Twitter 2009, and then you'll see all this stuff. Because I remember I had this memory of like this tweet where he talked about how amazing it was staying at Phil's house, but I couldn't find that tweet. So maybe that was just a false memory, and I found some similar tweets. I wonder if like one of these is photoshopped. One of these might be fake. I don't know. But there's a lot. And I bookmarked some of it. You know the Valentine's Day video? There's a lot of stuff here I looked at. I determined that they met in person for the first time on October 19th, 2009. You know, I just went way more to, you know, I actually got a grip on the situation, which I didn't when I was 13. I mean, I don't know why I'm even saying this. I mean, it's really just like, it's just getting invested in e-celebs' lives. That's not interesting, or like, I mean, I guess that's what people would call pathetic. So it's not like I'm all that proud of it or anything. I mean, it is what it is, and I guess this is why they call me private private investigator Fendus, because this is what I do. I read about it, this stuff. Except there wasn't any investigating. I mean, everyone else had already done it all for me in this case. I was just reading about it. Like, I got a better understanding of them when I acquired a better understanding of them than I had at 13 years old. That's all I'm saying. It was fun reading about it. Also, I remember there was this vacation video that Dan had up on his channel at one point, where he was on vacation. This was when he was really young, not really young, but you know, 2009 era approximately. And I remember they were in the water, and they had some they were doing some video game parody or something. I don't even know. They had some video game music probably, you know, doing a little fun thing in the water. I remember. But that video is gone now. He privated a lot of his videos, Daniel, which sucks. That's about it. I mean, And I also, aside from the Basically I'm Gay video, I also watched some of his other videos, like some of his actual videos that are up on his channel, not just the private stuff discussed on the internet. I'm referring to I watched, what did I watch? How Not to Survive School, The Panic Alarm, The Power Nap, How I Got Fired, The Time I Got Sunstroke, The Story of My Hamster, I Nearly Blinded Myself, How to Get Out of Bed, The Joy of Illness, Existential Crisis, Dan reacts to his old videos, Dan reacts to his childhood videos. There was more. For some reason, it's not all here. Even though I watched more than just those. For some reason, it's not there. I also watched Hello Internet, Butterfingers, Procrastination, New Year's Resolution Fail, Serious Business, College Dropout. And yeah, that's it. And also, The Internet is Mean. And yeah, that's it. I used to watch him a lot when I was younger. So much that I made a video in his style, with his accent, because, you know, I'm Swedish, so I can pick any accent I want, except people are going to criticize it in the comments. I made a few of those videos. And that was when I was 12, so, yeah. I was 12. And I also watched, you know, various other things. A bunch of different things. It would be annoying to list it all. One example is, notable example, I guess, is the JCS Criminal Psychology Stephanie Lazarus video. That one was really good. The interrogation of Stephanie Lazarus. Tremendous video. And even better was the one, Jennifer's Solution. Well, not enough I'd say even better. I mean, they were about as good as each other. Well, no. I should say Jennifer's Solution was better, but, you know, just, why bother comparing them? They're tremendous videos. Okay, so another thing I've also been doing is, you know, Diginair. Diginair has been making a lot of videos. Digi. I've been watching. Well, no, I haven't been. I mean, I've been watching Befriending the Internet, episode 4. Today, actually, I've been watching it a lot. And also on the day I went to take the coronavirus test, I was watching this video. And Pantsu Party's, or May's, or Amanda's video about the breakup. I've been listening to some of Digina's music. The Above the Earth Haunted extended play, and like a fourth or a third of the Gay and Dead album. And when I was watching So that was last night, and when I was watching Befriending the Internet episode 4 today, she talked about the third song on the Above the Earth Haunted extended play called Shallow, and I recognized it, and so that was cool. It was like, oh, I just happened to listen to that last night. She also talks about Metroid, which is fun. I've played both Metroid and Metroid 2 on this YouTube channel. Oh, she's playing Metroid in the video, Metroid Prime. And also, I posted something on Reddit for once. It's another woman on whom I had a crush when I was 16 years old. The 24-year-old woman whom I met at the Discord server. You know, now that it's getting dark and cold outside, I'm reminded of that time a year ago when I was in that Discord server. I was playing badminton by myself in the backyard and everything. Yeah, that's a time horrible thinking back on. Okay, so I posted on Reddit about how thinking about sex makes me feel upset. And a lot of it had to do with her. And yeah, I mean, I related all the experiences, like all my thoughts, to her because I guess, you know, it has a lot to do with her. Obviously. Because I think a lot about her. And the people who read this determined that, or like a few people, not everyone, well, I don't know, you know, the responses were a bit varied, but like, there's one person in particular whose response I liked, and a few other people who said about the same thing. So they determined that she had taken advantage of me. She had dumped a whole bunch of her emotional baggage on me. Or rather, that was the wrong tone of voice. Dumped a whole bunch of her emotional baggage on me. So this response has made me understand the situation better. I guess that's about it. Been watching Poke since. I don't know, it's just, at this point I'm just like, I hope I can stop feeling so bad about death. And I don't know how to describe this. You know, that I guess it is just the consciousness ceasing, which is scary for some reason. I mean, it doesn't feel like it right now, but like then I feel like I'm, you know, like I'm distracted from it, that I have to deal with it, not what's it called? Sweep it under the rug. Okay, so, oh yeah, the thing I was gonna say about Dan and Phil, like how much Dan liked Phil, how much they liked each other, and how I was saying just now that, like, you know, people being so different from me, like I can't relate to them, like I can't really tolerate them very well or something. I mean, like, I've just been wondering if I don't know if I'm capable of love. Maybe I'm just not capable. I don't know. I thought I loved her, but maybe I didn't. Maybe it's just... maybe it's not really quite love, and... yeah. And even then, I don't know if I can feel that for another person again. I don't know if it can be repeated. If I can repeat it, if it can be repeated with me. Because I don't seem to have much of an appreciation for people. I don't know. So I sure hope all this can turn around. I don't want it to be like this. Goodbye.